EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New England Patriots. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It was Henry Anderson who got in there to get him down. So now after the sack, Cam of the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Brown, 85 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. Right here like
Now Wilson on first down. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
On the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, Newton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin White, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got his man Hilton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars, nothing.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Forced out to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll air this one out deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this 1st half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So simple math here in the 1st half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A throw out wide to QT, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Jonathan Taylor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Jacksonville.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He'll return it from the 6. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Henry Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Good for the Patriots.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Caught on the right side by Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
Makes the score Patriots 27, Jaguars 7. Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that's thrown to Pyramid out wide. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Newton. Buying time to his left. He's got his tight end fan. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Well, lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They get this out left, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Push him back. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Zebra. Watch the ship.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, let it. Watch twins.
To throw is Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taking it about the 16. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Kyle Duggar on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 17. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over first down.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. They'll contain him to just Second down.
Harriman. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's now
4th quarter. You've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
From the gun, Wilson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. From the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Throwing here, Newton. Forced out to his left. At the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.